Alright, the Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC continues, and let me just get Roach over here. I also crafted this Manticore armor, Grandmaster and Manticore. I mean, I guess it looks kinda cool. I think I can like equip more bombs or something, like that's the gist of it. But I think that I will be trying to craft the Grandmaster Wolven armor and just play through the rest of the game with that. But now I have to find a bootleg who appeared in the mission. Come on, Rhodes, you can do it.
Phew, stinky.
Uh-oh, stinky. I think I'm just gonna walk from here, to be honest.
I liked you from the start. Every witch I've known has been a swell lad.
Can I go through here? Yeah.
Old Gotish found his way to the Bordello, no doubt.
Caught you, you little fart! So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
His father, a witcher, not your concern. They probably know who the father is, or maybe he doesn't even have one. Let's go with the witcher one.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I mean, why would
I thought
anybody
witches
want to
defend
mess
men
with a
from
witcher?
monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Fuck off.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Oh, here's the fist fighting theme.
Goodness, how I will brag on your legs, vagrant! Teach you! Circle him!
Heck, numb it!
Oh fuck, I tried to attack with the right mouse button.
Now let's not do anything rash.
Oh, we didn't get knocked out yet. There we go. Oh, I leveled up. Nice.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Making things difficult for me, nothing had a misunderstanding. Probably that, I think they learned their lesson.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
Does the kid run this fucking boot place by himself? Really?
You're
Kinda
very
doubt that.
good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Hold on just a second, kid.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the muds true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow. So, what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
My boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out
Oh, I have
loud
to get
and
paid?
clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New
I like the
polishes,
theme that
new
is
brushes.
playing. Real nice.
And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Alright,
Got
he's
it all
smart.
planned out.
He
I
deserves the
should
coin.
think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
So can I actually lower it? Oh, he deserves it all.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
I wonder what happens if you don't have the money.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
So Geralt gave him 500 crowns and he didn't even tell him where he actually lives, really? Oh yeah, I guess
Handled
Reese is
that
now
kid
hanging
pretty
out
well.
with me.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
You mean swords?
Yeah, I saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
I doubt that he's really gonna be there.
Who would have thought?
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
There are crows as well. I mean, did Reese know about that? Maybe Deathlaf controls crows as well.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlaf, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Hopefully no one saw that.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
How was the horse rocking by itself?
He here? Sense him.
I bet Deathlock is gonna be like some...
No.
How would
he's
you
not
say?
Here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
I think fighting him is gonna be like morally ambiguous or something. Like he's
Let's
gonna have
look
some
around.
tragic past or something. Maybe he even runs this fucking toy shop and sells toys to children, and then I had to feel bad for killing him. Eviction notice. The tenant Aldrich de Samp. Huh. Well, this one is glowing in red.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Yeah, I fucking bet that Deathlove runs this place. Let me just rob all the toys here though.
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Is it actually worth it to examine all of these?
Nice little trinket.
Trinket, it's gotta be. I wish I could talk like Geralt, that would be so cool.
Attic. Let's go.
An attic, it's gotta be.
So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Let me just take those dolls, I doubt that no child will need them.
Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe.
Oh.
You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof
Oh,
positive
fuck.
Detlef
The
killed
plot
not of his own
thickens.
accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
So he has killed 3 people already, right? And Geralt's friend, I forgot his name, was supposed to be the 4th one.
Any idea what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed, Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous.
As you well know, having faced Detlef yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
It's another vampire, isn't it?
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
What, he believes she'd gone missing? What do you think happened to her?
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associate.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Detlef grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Detlef's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him.
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly, Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
I think it's kind of weird though that he has this kind of fucking drawing on his wall. Like the game designer just have made like a painting or something.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Exactly, because yeah, I think I saw her before as well. Was she with the Duchess and the other ladies of her court or whatever? Like a black-haired woman. I think I saw her with that face. I think we're gonna find out soon anyway. Anything over here? Alright, I'm not gonna take every single doll in.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Fuck off, creatures. I do what I want.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Is this an actual theme from the game?
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count de la Croix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same
But
ink.
who's the fifth one? That was only 4 people.
See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis.
Why is
Somebody
that, really?
kidnapped a vampire's lover.
What a
Old to
retarded
begin
question.
with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no...
Astute.
We know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
Innocence? I mean, he's the one who did the murders. I mean, sure, he has an understandable reason to do so, but doesn't really clean him of not being a murderer.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the...
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Huh, are we really? Are we really gonna meet again? Wait, am I downstairs now, or is there anything upstairs? I find it really odd that Geralt or Regis didn't mention that there were only 4 papers, since he was supposed to kill 5 people, like, so he hasn't received the 5th note. Alright, time to report to the Duchess. What's that over there? Dye merchant. Do we have anything to sell? Oh, we actually do. Let me just go over there.
Ah! Another murder by the horrid beast! Milton.
Greetings.
What do you have on?
How much do I get for these? Not that much, but gotta make that money somehow. Oh wow, these are actually pretty good compared to my Manticore gauntlets. Don't really understand that though, because I paid a lot of money for this gear. Like, how is some meager common loot better than that? Should I actually use these or not? Resistance to piercing, bleeding, and slashing. Nah, I'm gonna go with full Manticore gear. Wait till then.
Farewell.
Alright, and now to finally meet the
Oh,
Duchess.
solace there! A friendly reminder from the Beauclair.
What's this over here? It's gonna be important later, isn't it?
Oh, the
Oh yeah, I
Witcher!
gotta
The one
participate in
that
the
Duquesa summoned!
event tournament
Race
as
no
well.
fuss! Water no wine!
Deadly thirsty.
God damn, this place is so beautiful. And this game as
The
well.
Butcher
Like,
of Bluffican, called to be the savior of Tucson.
shut the fuck up for a second. I mean, look at that. Wow. Are there places like this in real life? Probably somewhere in France or Switzerland or
A
something.
knight, dear children, is a peculiar cross between a loose woman and a scholar.
Your Grace, I have... It's secure.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Trouble
Step
was
aside.
already here.
Got a matter
retard.
for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Found the beast, but that's it. Case just got more complicated. I just realized that it's been like at least a week in game since I actually arrived in Beauclair and met Dettlaff for the first time, and still hasn't reported to Anna Henrietta. Found the beast, but that shit case just got more complicated. Nah, I don't think that it's really wise to tell her what's really going on, so I think she's gonna yell at me if I go with this one, but...
Found the beast of Beauclair. Just couldn't kill it.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are
Yeah,
very
I knew it.
disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires.
Look at this
Sun and
amateur
stakes
over
don't
here.
hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Stay out of this, go ahead, let them go to their deaths. I think I should assert my dominance over him by saying this, but this isn't a really bad choice either. Yeah, let's go with that. I want to see what happens.
Whoa, this is work for a witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
A vampire! Are you not listening?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong.
Why is this guy
Thinking
still
of lesser
over here?
vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What then do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it.
An interview with
Know
a
what I'm
vampire.
doing? His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
I want to hear as much as dialogue as I can, so let's go with that.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher.
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Well, that was fast.
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Why is it echoing over here? Kind of sounded like the audio was
Yes,
echoing.
yes. The west bank of the Sarre too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Sangreal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially
Alright,
and
so the lady is
exclusively for the
part of
ducal
the
table.
Ducal table.
Perhaps some Sangreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Sangreal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sangreal, it is Sangreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once.
Doesn't Sangreal
discover what has
mean
happened.
True blood in French, I think.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with
Or
me?
Spanish,
Out
or
of the
Latin,
question.
something like that.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
So he can't call her Your Highness or Grace because they're going incognito, but apparently he can still call her Anna Henrietta. How does that make sense? Everybody probably knows who Anna Henrietta is, right? And really, like, why would the Duchess have to go on this possibly dangerous mission? Seems really stupid.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
Roach
How
is the
did it
fastest
end?
horse in all of the
Did you
continents,
kill
so
it?
let me
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it.
Vilka falls?
Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Come on, Roach.
Some evening I'm off to the hells, quick as a flash. Those girls want me.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank
we
you.
happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Wait, where's Roach? Oh, there. Let me just loot this body over here. And I also just realized that Sangreal means royal blood, not true blood. Sang means
Tell me
blood
more
and
about this
Real
vineyard.
means royal,
Castel
right?
Ravello.
It's the best in Oltusa. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
I wanna
You
hear
trustworthy?
every dialogue.
He's
so
held
I'm
his
not gonna
post for
protest.
years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sangreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive.
I'm pretty sure I have some Sangreal over here, right? Well, I guess not.
It's not far now.
Am I going the wrong way? Fuck.
Let's go!
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Wanna talk to you here for an inspection. I mean, if he's guilty of something, he probably won't even tell it to us, but...
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
Geralt
This
of
is
fucking
Geralt
Rivia.
of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sangreal?
I am at your service.
Who's got access to the wine? Yeah.
The Sangreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sangreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sangreal. And as it happens, Only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sangreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers.
He's innocent.
Remind me, where is the Sangreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
I bet that he's innocent.
The Butcher of Bluffican called to be the savior.
We shall wait here,
Like
Master
one of
Fabricio.
the members of the court or whatever is responsible for all of this. Can I steal anything from here? Am I gonna meet those three at some point?
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Is her outfit just a reskinned version of Trisa's?
Metal, hostel, nature's bounty.
Huh. Is this a reference to something or is it an original tale? Actually, it sounds pretty interesting. You have 3 days to perform the killing. Is that like for each one? Interesting. Is there anything else to steal in here? Let me just take all that wine. How you doing?
Welcome, Wanderer.
Oh, it's
In
an
need
actual
of
herbalist.
herbs, perhaps? Wort for a sore stomach, or
Prefer willow bark or iris root for stomach aches. Wort can cause dizziness, nausea.
forgive me. It's just that you do not have the look of one familiar with herbs.
What
Really?
looks that? And looks deceive anyway. Me, I'm not out for common
You must judge for yourself.
Care for a game of Gwent? Hey, let's fucking go.
Wouldn't happen to play Gwent, would you?
That is funny, hilarious.
Horsetail. Nature's bounty.
That it always, girl just goes to a shopkeeper or something, not even gonna buy anything, just ask, hey, you play Gwent? And then the other person just silently nods his head. Alright. I think I have everything that I want. This deck hasn't failed me once yet during my time in Sean, so probably won't fail me now. I got one spy. Probably gonna get another one thanks to the fact that he's playing a Nilfgaard and there's Dix there as well. I should have hang on to the Biting Frost card. I realize my mistake now. I'm gonna pass. Oh. Alright, well that was unexpected. He's gonna play the other spy soon as well. Well, that was a useless card to get. Okay, maybe it wasn't wise to give him DX there. Yeah, it really wasn't worth it. Should I use this one now? Yeah. Alright, easy victory. Why was I even buried in the first place? Let's go for an overkill. Did I actually get a new card for that? Oh, I did. Nice. Real nice. Right, I should probably continue the quest line now. Alright, so what's going on here? Is this where we're going? There was no lock there, but alright. At least I don't think that there was. Nope. Yeah, it's literally just Triss. With a new face.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Nah, I'm gonna go over here first. A barrel tap. Right. Let me just see if I can steal any Sangreal from here. There we go. I think this place is now empty. Time to go continue the storyline.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
The history of Est.
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Are wines really this complicated? There's something up there. Should I go there first? Oh, you can actually go up here anyway. Or you have to go up here. Search all the things.
Sangreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Well, it must be over here then.
But not quite the right year.
There we go.
Right here.
I'm a fucking
1269.
genius.
What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Why would it have to be completely empty? Let me just...
This one is full.
Full.
I can't examine this one. Come on, let me...
Full.
Wait, so do you want me to knock on these things or... Huh.
This one's full too. Full.
Knock knock, anyone there?
This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sangreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
So wait, did I actually get the parts that you need for the quest because I went over there first? Oh, fucking genius, alright? Alright, then let's just, can you get out the way? Let's just drink some wine then.
Ready.
Step aside.
Wait, I don't get to drink the wine, really? I hope that she's gonna get drunk from this. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sangreal.
I'm gonna make her drink every single one. She isn't even pouring it into a cup.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Alright, maybe he's guilty of something after all. Maybe he's been blackmailed as well.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But your grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sangreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
Yeah, exactly.
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who do you sell the wine to? We thought nobody'd find out.
Who do you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sangreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and
so Detlef
spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought no.
I was a fool.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Convenient.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Wouldn't we need Master Fabrizio for this one? I mean, the blackmailers probably only trust him, so...
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Which is? Shouldn't you tell him what's the signal?
Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
Why is this guy dressed like that?
It's not him.
We'll teach you discipline.
I love this attack so much. Wait, what the fuck we have it there? Wow. Gotta watch out for that barrel over there.
You'll never learn.
He's mine. There we go.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Hello, bonding moment. Had no reason to trust me. We did what we came to do. That's what matters. Well, I mean, he did have
had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men.
Oh, fuck off.
At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Geralt's beard is starting to grow back in. She's here? Might have known she'd come.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
How is he still alive?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
once again, who sent you? Your nun's lover. They call him...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out. The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know.
Well, it's a lot of XP.
How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can.
God damn
But
it,
this
look at that
Cintrian appears
ass.
to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Geralt is so sleepy. Sintran could actually be a middleman. He slipped up and we'll use that.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This
He's in on the
Centurion
plot,
does
isn't
not
he?
work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either.
Wait, this guy's
One
a
of
traitor,
my boys
isn't
has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always?
What do you mean? Fuck off.
The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. All arrive in elaborate...
Gotta nab the Cintrian.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround...
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city...
Duchess is right. Need to be careful.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A resident... Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
This reminds me of the quest with trees when you go to the ball or whatever.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Make it triple. Nice. Alright, so I think this is a great time to pause.